My name is Inez. Lawrence changed my life. I love him. He's the only person I love. Everybody else can kiss my ass.
He's definitely the best thing that's ever happened to me. It's a good thing what you're doing, because he can help other people too. I'll tell you all you want to know. I have plenty of time.
I'm an actress. I like to act. But I've always had trouble getting parts. I have a special relationship with an audience that frightens other actors. I know that now. The first time I got on stage, I was 6 years old. I played a magic bell pepper. The whole play was about saving the vegetable kingdom. We were being threatened by sweets and dairy products. There was this one woman in the front row who kept staring at me because I had a ripped seam and some of my green stuffing was coming out. I realized she didn't care about our valiant fight to save the vegetable kingdom. All she cared about was judging me, judging my flaw. I thought, who the hell is she to judge my green stuffing? Well, I couldn't grab anything to throw at her because I had on my little bell pepper gloves, so I walked to the edge of the stage and I spat on her. She didn't know what to think. This little kid hawking loogies at her, caught her by surprise, gave me time to aim. I got her right in the eye before the teacher pulled me off stage. That woman never forgot me, I bet. They kicked me out of that play. They kick me out of every play. But I like acting so much. Why does there have to be an audience? Would you want a bunch of slack-jawed freaks sitting in the dark staring at you? My solution was to try and get cast in really bad plays that no one would want to see. The worse the play, the better for me. But it didn't always work. For instance, I got cast in this stinker about some ditzy southern broad with 5 queer sons and a drinking problem. I played the girl next door.
Elizabeth, come here. I want to talk to you privately.
Now this play stunk. I mean, really stunk. But still, people came to see it. And there they were, sitting there all comfy and cozy, checking me out like a fish on ice. Somebody was gonna pay.
Do you enjoy the lilacs, Elizabeth? I always feel better when they're in bloom. I put them in my bed. Oh. Mama and I used to run through the lilacs for hours. Her sweet-smelling hair falling gently on her bosom. That wasn't so very long ago, before she started feeling sleepy. Don't you remember, Elizabeth? Elizabeth?
Are you enjoying the play?
Me?
Yes, you. Do you like the play?
What the hell are you doing?
I'm not talking to you, Dennis. I'm talking to Miss Happy. Are you enjoying the play?
Well, yes. I like it very much. Well, I don't really understand some of your motivation.
Is this part of the play? Motivation? I'll tell you my motivation. I'm gonna rip your eyeballs out and shove them down your throat! What?
Thank you for ruining our play.
What are you talking about? I thought it went well.
Just get out.
For the first time, I felt hopeless. If you don't have an audience, you're not really acting. And if you hate the audience and want to drive a stake through their Andrew Lloyd Webber loving hearts, what then? He was a helper. That's what he said anyway. He said he helped people. I said, I don't need any help. He said, then why are you following me? I didn't have an answer to that. We talked. I told him my problem, and he said, why don't you write your own play? Express your feelings. Maybe you'll create a new kind of theater. I liked the sound of that. To be a playwright. To tell the friggin' world what I had to say, which was basically to fuck off. I wanted that bad. And this guy could help me. He seemed very non-judgmental. But everything has a price, right? If Lawrence was going to help me write a play, what's in it for him? This is what he said. When you're happy, you're gonna have to walk my dogs. I didn't like the sound of that. I mean, he looked kind of like a bum, and for all I knew, he was a total freak and into some very weird shit, and I sure as hell didn't see any dogs. But I wanted to write that play, and I didn't think I could do it by myself, so give a little, get a little. For the next few weeks, we worked and worked. The whole thing was so new to me. It's hard to make people understand your vision, especially if you hate them. But Lawrence kept me focused on my theme, which didn't need a lot of words to be expressed. Finally, my play was ready. When Shakespeare wanted to say something, it took him 4 hours. Not me. I broke into my savings and rented a theater. This would just take a few minutes. Welcome to my play. The lights are up. You can start judging me now. How do you like my rose? Is it pretty enough? Is it red? Enough? How do you like my nose? Does it please you? Or do you reject it? I'd like to know. What about my hair? It's wild and curly. I like it. What about you? Oh my, I've grown tired of your opinions. It's time to stop pleasing you. And start pleasing me. No, don't be afraid. I've got good aim. I am definitely taking this show on the road. He asked me if I was happy. What could I say? Very happy.
I've never really followed anyone before. I can't really say that I follow Lawrence. I'm just so pleased with the way he's helped me, and so I stay very close at all times. Would you like to hear a poem that he wrote? I guess I don't have it with me. It's a beautiful poem about man's inhumanity to man. I think he's a person who knows the human heart. He helped me. You see, I may not look like it, but I'm a very special person. I'm the world's calmest man, clinically. Nothing disturbs or elates me. I found this out when I went to the doctor for a tetanus booster. The nurse accidentally jabbed me with the needle right there above my eyeball. I was told later that the same nurse had done this to people before, except I was the only one who didn't scream. The doctor examined me. Then she called in more doctors, and they did some tests. I was going in for so many tests that I lost my job. But it turned out that I'm a physiological anomaly. I'm permanently calm. Only one person in every 3 billion is like me. Actually, no one is like me, because I'm the calmest. For 30 years, that title was held by a woman in Mauritania, but she died. Now I don't have a job, per se, but I do get regular, substantial checks from universities and drug companies, paying me to stay calm. I'm the yardstick by which our understanding of composure is measured, a sort of atomic clock of calmness. You might find this hard to believe, but it's even a tax write-off. I pay no taxes, not even sales tax. I guess the government doesn't want me getting the urge to move to Russia or France. A bus driver told me that someday the government will snatch me off the street and lock me up in an underground research laboratory where they'll poke me with electric prods. But so far, that hasn't happened. The doctors take my blood every week, just a little, and they take other fluids, and they take my temperature constantly. I don't get a lot of support from my family. My mother does not like to be near me for very long. She claims that God told her I was not human, and therefore she doesn't have to love me. I've always found that hard to believe. Sometimes one of the doctors will try to scare me by yelling boo or something similar when I'm not expecting it. I don't think it's very funny, but it doesn't bother me. Nothing does. Still, I get by all right. The only time my condition really bothers me is at social events, especially birthday parties. They're the worst. At some point during every birthday party, people sing that song. I don't enjoy that song. It requires that you sing it with a certain amount of enthusiasm, because of course you're wishing someone a happy birthday. My plan is to always stay near the kitchen where I can see when they light the candles on the cake. That's my cue to hide in the bathroom. But sometimes there's someone already in the bathroom, and I'm forced to sing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Wendy. Happy birthday to you.
It's a song that you just can't sing calmly. I always felt that everyone was aware of my inadequate interpretation.
You don't really wish me a happy birthday, do you?
Yes, I do.
Prove it. Sing it again.
I'd rather not. I did bring you a gift. It's a cheese grater.
You must be some kind of hideous freak. Freak, 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 freak,
Just because I'm calm doesn't mean I don't have feelings. That song made me very depressed, and I had another birthday party on my calendar for the following week. You're blocking the sidewalk. Don't you know that? Did you hear me? Someone is going to get mad. You should really consider moving out of the way. Why don't you stand over there? I don't have time to help you. I have problems of my own. This doesn't mean anything to me. Why did you give this to me? Is this your name? What am I supposed to do now? My name is Victor. You're an interesting person. I'm interesting too. I'm very calm. You seem to be calm.
Can you sing the happy birthday song with enthusiasm? I can't.
He was a total stranger, but he took the time to listen to me and try to understand my problem. He was very wise. I could tell that he had helped other people before me. Lawrence felt that if I could overcome my fear of the happy birthday song, my life would improve dramatically. I wanted his help. He asked for no money, but he did say that the moment I felt happy, I would have to walk his dogs. I'm not too good with hidden meanings, but I guessed that he probably did not own a dog or dogs, and therefore he would want something else from me. But since I had never, ever been happy before, I figured the odds were in my favor. My next birthday engagement was only days away. We began an intensive program of behavior modification, starting first with my involuntary desire to run to the bathroom whenever I saw a lit birthday cake. Then we began working on the song itself. If my drug companies could have seen me, they would have been furious. I was trying as hard as I could not to be gall. There was no hope. I could not sing the song enthusiastically. Having no choice, I took my failure well. But Lawrence never gave up, and eventually, he had a brilliant idea.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you very much.
Not only did I sing, but for the first time in my life, I was popular. I felt happy.
Now don't forget about my party next week, Victor.
I won't forget.
And I owe it all to Lawrence, my helper. I was ready to get on with my life, but first there was a price to pay. I had to walk the dogs.